Narayanan. Ladies and gentlemen, as we say, your word is my command. We in the BJP say the same to the Honorable Prime Minister. Once he came up with this idea of Jan Dhan Yojana, I remember when you were mentioning NIC, Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh. I was there exactly 2 years ago, and it was a Bloomberg program when the TV channel, financial TV channel had just started. And Andhra was doing very well because they were trying to take the schemes, short loans, short-term loans, very small savings to all the panchayats and villages. And my constant worry at that time, 2-3 years ago, was that is the money safe? Because for people like you and me and others sitting in the hall, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees loss probably is something we can all make up. But if it's a daily wager, if it's a person who's working in the fields, it's a mother who's a domestic servant and is saving money for the daughter's wedding or education or one of those things, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees is life-saving. And coming from a women perspective, I was constantly worried because I'd seen, I'm sure all of us have seen, plenty of cases when the women are working and men are working, but men are addicted to alcohol and they are not giving the money back home, and whatever little saving mothers making for the upkeep of the family is stolen, thieved away, and so on and so forth, and she has no place to go to. Plus having an account, a status symbol, I can say. We may never think of those things. And you'll be surprised that when I heard of this, and I was talking about financial inclusion and the way Sabarkantha, the gentleman who came from Sabarkantha Panchayat, that they've done a great job, showed that smart card. That was the smart card we were talking about, and there were 2 gentlemen from private sector, FMS students, who had taken this project in Andhra, and they wanted to take up this project of financial inclusion in Andhra. And I thought Andhra being an IT hub, it would do extremely well. At the same time, how a villager who's illiterate, who doesn't understand the numbers, digits, etc., would function the account. So those were the issues. And the concern was the safety, security, or even to keep the money in the bank. And I remember when I was in school, there was a project kind of a thing which was taken up by Sanchayika. You guys are from financial services, you would know better than I do. But just from the memory, in the Sanchayika, general small students would open account, and the account, etc., would be maintained by commerce students who were in class 11th and 12th. And they would be keeping up the account, debit, credit, etc. And I remember I saved something like 764 rupees or something, and it was a great feeling that, oh, I have saved so much of money. Small savings can actually make a huge difference simply because we are such large in number. And it's number game. And I always say 1.2 billion people. One step a day is what distance we all can cover. So if 1 rupee per day is added to every account, we can imagine the numbers. So the trick of the trade lies in the numbers. This is one aspect. And after 67 years of independence, more than or about 60% of the population is not included in our economic growth. I think nothing can be more shameful than that. Especially when out of all the BRICS countries, we have the least inclusion. And that, as an Indian, is very shameful for me. I feel very strongly about certain things, and this is like toilets, this is as bad. Uncleanliness, this is as bad. Not being able to give the correct direction to our quality, not being able to give correct direction to our systems, and making society as we all want, corruption-free. This is one way of making it corruption-free, so that, as in Hindi we call it, there are no numberdars included in the process. You can directly deal with the citizen of the country, and that is where this is a great way to connect. And I, in my own small ways as an MP from the area, I've been conducting the Jan Dhan Yojana camps all across, and I've linked it to the pension schemes, the welfare schemes for the handicapped, welfare schemes for the senior citizens, widows, and we are running these camps all across in our Vidhan Sabhas, and especially in villages. You'll find it so strange that slum bastis in Delhi get covered by the slum wing of Delhi administration. The strangest most part is that the land of the villages was earmarked as Lal Dora. Lal Dora means a red thread basically. During British period, the civil boundaries of the village were demarcated, where they constructed homes, etc. were there, and the file was tied with a red thread. So it was called Lal Dora. And the strange thing is, outside the Lal Dora lay the fields of the villages. The entire Delhi is constructed on those fields. Most of the Delhi is constructed on those fields. And the villagers could not construct on that land. Till date they can't construct on that land. The rest of the village land was acquired by the government at 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 10 rupees an acre, which is not even peanuts considering the real estate value that the Delhi possesses. There are several judgments of the courts where the animal husbandry which villages would do alternatively, they are banished from doing that. So neither two things they were familiar with is agriculture and animal husbandry. Either of the two is not available to them. And while they could not construct beyond Lal Dora, the Lal Dora is available to various builders to construct. And these people are unskilled, thus not integrated with the urbanization process. And my catchment area is this. And I would request all of you to focus on this area for the simple reason this is completely neglected. Municipal laws don't apply because it is Lal Dora. People have no source of earning and livelihood. Families and the village population has increased multifold. And thus, the method by which they survive is unorganized, disorganized construction. One over the other floors are built. As a means of livelihood, they rent it out, which is unauthorized, illegal otherwise. But it is their pushteni zameen. It's their inheritance. It is not illegal, unauthorized. They are not sitting on government land or DDA land or anything of that sort. They are sitting on their own land. The land records pertains to 1600 and 1500 some odd time. And yet, they have been reduced into a field which is worse than slums. The slum wing doesn't, because they don't come under slums, so slum wing doesn't look after them. They don't fall under the municipal bodies, so municipal bodies don't look after them. So they have virtually nobody to look after them. And I think this is where I have started to focus, because I think they are the most neglected lot, very self-respecting lot, a very energetic lot, very patriotic lot, and not sitting on unauthorized, government land. They are authorized occupants of their land who have been thieved and cheated in the past. And I call it sin. This is a sin. To thieve somebody of their earnings and life earnings is not the correct policy. So under these circumstances, these are my catchment areas where I am running the Jan Dhan Yojana camp from a nearby bank. I try and approach them. I ask them that please give me forms. I have my political workers and others help out in opening the accounts. Also social welfare forms, that if there are handicapped people, widows, old age people, we open their account and trunk it with the pensions, etc. Just small sums, but at least they keep getting something in their account. I believe this is the methodology by which we all can reach out to people who need the most. And my request to all of you would be, try and do something about this. Since you are experts, I'm not. I'm only a public representative, and wherever I get a sense of pain, I try and initiate a few things. But I think the better ideas lie with the experts. I'll be happy to push any idea, any change which can make people's lives better. And my thanks to all of you for doing a wonderful job, making India a better place to live. And we all want India to be Ek Bharat and Shresth Bharat. And this is one way of making Shresth Bharat. Thank you very much.